Hi everybody, thank you so much for waiting. I've sort of started to, if you go on live and I'm not there, it's because I want to create a bit of a buzz. Okay, I want to sort of get more people on than just sort of like waiting, coming on and then waiting for people to come on. So I sort of put it so I'm on and then just leave it for a few minutes. Okay. I hope you're all doing amazingly well. We're going to be having a look at the new moon today. We're going to look at the new moon collective and doing each sign, and let's have a look at like what house we're looking at for your sun and your rising. Check your rising primarily. Okay, but we're going to go into each sign. We'll start with Aries. And let's have a look at the time because I want to make some timestamps to put it on the pinned later. Okay. Welcome to everybody. I will be doing, let me see what time it is. Okay, 6 minutes. Oh my goodness. Let's start the collective at 7 minutes. In the next minute, I'm going to write a list of everybody that's here. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Hi, Ermal, Jasmina. Elaine, Twin Soul, all my regulars are here. Hopefully we'll get some new people. Got a few subscribers in the past week, so that's really good. Queen. And by the way, last week's donations all went to Jacqueline from Intuitive, Universal Intuition. I'm going crazy. I haven't heard from her, but I'm sure she appreciates that, so she can buy some shopping or something like that. Okay. Right. Queen. Hi, Queen. Queen's here in force. Elaine's here in force. Who else have we got here? If you haven't been here before, please say hi in the feed, in the chat. Okay. I have gone past my 7 minutes. It's going to have to be 8 minutes. Deep Thinker, hi. Hi, Dolphin. Okay. Sky's the limit. Cecile. Hi, Cecile. Okay. So I've made a bit of a list for later, but we're going to have a look at all signs. We're going to do it at 8 minutes instead of 7. So it will be on the pinned comments later. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be at 8 minutes, okay, but that's okay. Thank you, Queen. So what we're going to do is have a look at the Gemini new moon, all right? The Gemini new moon, 15th of June. That rhymes. Okay, I don't know what cards I'm going to be using yet, but we're going to start with Aries. And I've got some notes here about each house and what's going on, all right? So the Gemini new moon, what is this all about? This is about like super fast acceleration in the way we process information, in the way we think differently in regards to, the way we used to think before versus the way we do now. And this could mean like last year or basically your life. So there's a huge like transformation in regards to thought, speech, how we go about in the world. And like I said, we'll be looking at each sign and seeing what that means to you. So if it's in your third house, like it is for Aries, it's how you communicate, etc. So we're going to go into it. I'm going to use, what should I use? I'll use this angel deck just to pull a couple of cards for each sign as well. Okay, Aries, let's see what's here. It ended up being at 9 minutes anyway. Queen. Aries, all right, Aries, let's have a look. So Aries, this is in your third house. It's all to do with, of course, this Gemini new moon is perfect in regards to the third house because it's about communication. It's about your mindset. It's about learning, social, how you move in the world, okay? It can talk about transportation, travel, how you travel around physically, energetically, spiritually, but mainly like where you live, right? And this is all to do with your throat chakra, okay? So Aries, third house, communication, perfect place to be for you. You're going to see lots of acceleration in regards to how you communicate, how you think, and how you learn. Maybe you've got a new style of learning coming through as well. Let's pull a card for you. And this is going to accelerate this now. Whatever you've been mulling on, thinking about, okay, it's time to surrender, Aries, and release any old way of thinking, processing your mindset. So you could like getting a really beautiful uploads, downloads in this area of your life, okay? Let's have a look at the next sign. We're not going to spend a lot of time. We're just going to go through the houses, guys. Check your sun, rising, and moon last, okay? So rising, sun, and then moon. And, you know, it can be relevant to a lot of things in your life. Taurus, this is in your second house. This is all about the money, okay? Your resources, your self-worth, your safety, your stability, your personal security. What do you value? What do you value energetically, spiritually, mentally, physically, okay? And what does that mean to you? Okay, your self-worth and you know, where you sit on a financial level. So with it being in the Gemini new moon, you know, you may be having different ways of thinking about yourself and, you know, what you see safety and stability to be, your own personal security to be. Let's pull a card for you, Taurus, okay? We have the card of balance. Where are you imbalanced in certain areas? Are you saving too much money and not spending enough on yourself? So you may have a different mindset about money and your relationship with it, okay? Gemini, this is, of course, in your first house. This is a beautiful new moon for you. This is a personal reset, creating a new version of yourself. How do you view yourself and how you view yourself is definitely changing, okay? And it's accelerating now. Whatever you've been wanting to do, whatever you've been wanting a personal reset on, in any area of your life, to do with yourself and your self-improvement and self-growth and being the best version of yourself, okay, is going to accelerate now. Let's have a look and see what's here. Spirit's saying spiritual growth. For a lot of you, it will be your own personal spiritual growth, okay? You know, how you ethically view the world, what you value as far as what you believe in, okay? And that's not for every Gemini, but I'm just pulling a card just for something different here, okay? Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. This is in your 12th house. This is all about healing, and this is an internal change. Things may not change around this new moon on an external level, but they are changing within you, okay? They are changing at a very deep level. This is about healing, closure, okay? Spirit is asking you to rest, and also your intuition could be super high, especially in solitude. This is about karma as well, the wheels of fate. Let's have a look and see what's here. So this internal quiet change within Cancer, and this is perfect for you because you are a very internal person. Spirit's asking you to listen here. Look at this, beautiful. We've got 2 cards for you, Cancer, all this blue, talking on your throat chakra, the way you speak to yourself. And Spirit's asking you to retreat right now. That won't be hard for a Cancer, okay? So retreat, and there's internal growth to be had that can be accelerated with this new moon in Gemini to do with your healing, okay? Listen to your guides and your intuition and your dreams, all right? Because they're super important at this time. Okay, let's have a look at Leo, 11th house. Leo, sun, moon, rising, 11th house. This is about your friends. It's about your social circle. It's about your community, your networking, collaborations, information technology. How are you using this new moon, or how do you want to use this new moon? And remember, the energy will last for quite a few days after it, in regards to how you communicate with your friends, how you put yourself out there into the world, how you network, all right? So let's have a look and see what's here. So a very social new moon for you. You have romance, okay? How you communicate, you know, how you love people in your social circle, your friendships. You could be really appreciating and being grateful for your friends right now. You could be having important conversations as well. Platonic and romantic, okay? All right. let's have a look and see what else we have. What's the next one? We have Virgo. I know there's a lot of Virgos on here. Sun, moon, and rising. This is in your 10th house. This is about your career, your work, your career path, okay? Your public image as well as it relates to your career. Now, this doesn't have to be a primary job. This can be something you put out to the world. It's your public image. It can be a YouTube channel. It can be a small business, all right? So this is where you're stepping into your leadership and where your life direction and your path and purpose is in association with what you put out to the world, right? How do you want to be seen? So I know we've got a lot of Virgos on live today. If you're watching this on the live, you need to trust your life purpose. If you know what it is, Spirit's saying this is an acceleration now in really like racing towards it, okay? And you know, this is about leadership. Trust your leadership skills, trust your life direction, and trust in how you want to be seen. Trust yourself more. Like myself, if I'm on YouTube, I don't show my face very much because it's distracting for me on the camera. Maybe I need to, okay? So there's something about a change needed to happen in regards to your career path or public image. Libra, this is in your 9th house. Expansion in regards to travel or just expansion in general. Where do you want to expand? Where do you want to go? Okay, Libra. This is also about like go in the way like higher learning as well. Like, where do you want to see yourself in, like where do you see yourself in the future? So anything to do with travel, higher learning, okay, any future possibilities will be accelerated right now. You're looking at your life, your future, which direction your soul wants to move in, Libra, okay? Mentally, especially, and spiritually. Pay attention, Libra, to your dreams. They're very significant at this time. Or your literal dreams, like what do you dream and wish and hope for? Star card energy, okay? Scorpio in your 8th house. This is perfect for you because it is all about transformation, the phoenix rising from the ashes. Scorpio is depicted by the Tower card, by the Death card. So this is very comfortable for you, okay, to be in this transformative change. It's about how you look at love, how you look at intimacy, where you need to heal from things from the past. And in regards to intimacy, so what is your relationship with intimacy? Do you fear it? Do you restrict yourself through it? It's about being vulnerable, okay? Scorpio, it's about how you trust yourself in regards to how much you want to put of yourself out there. So things could be accelerating for you in regards to any of these areas. Let's pull a card for you, Scorpio. We have support. There is support around you, a support system, a support network, possibly physically in your community, but definitely in the angelic realm here, okay? Sagittarius, this is in your 7th house. It's all about your plus ones, your relationship with your significant other, your relationship with your boss, your relationship with your parental figures, your relationship with bosses, your relationship with anyone you're connecting to and anyone you choose to build with, okay? So there's developments unfolding in this and realizations possibly about what you want your future to look like. This can be in relation to marriage. Like your plus one, is that the person you want to be with? Your plus one in business, is that the person you want to be with? Maybe there's some sort of realization coming up to you with this Gemini new moon that's going to be able to propel you forward or put you in a different direction. Let's see what card we have for you, Sag. What card is here for Sagittarius? Spirit's asking you to be more playful. I know Saggies are super playful, okay? So maybe you need to look at where you're taking things too seriously with certain relationships, business or otherwise, and have some fun. Have some fun around this new moon with the people or your plus ones around you, okay? The next one we have is Capricorn, sun, moon or rising. I know we've got a couple of Cap risings here. Cap rising, this is your 6th house. This is about your work, your habits, your health, how productive you are, your life management in general, okay? Do you need to reorganize things? Do you need to restructure things, reschedule something? So there's a lot of support here with the Gemini new moon mentally, with your nervous system as well. Work on that. You could be looking at natural healing as well, what you put into your body, or any sort of habits you have, especially physical, with it being Earth sign and Capricorn, okay, and related to the devil energy. So let's have a look and see what's here for you. Health, work, habits, and productivity, Spirit. Thank you. Let's see what's here. Emerging. So this is you changing. Emerging is very much like transformation and change. You're emerging into a new version of yourself in relation to anything to do with the things we just talked about. Okay. All right, Aquarius, 5th house. This is quite simple for you, Aquarius, and a really beautiful new moon. It is on your sister sign in Gemini. The 5th house is all about creativity, children, and owning fulfillment. Like, what do you see fulfillment as in relation to your creativity? So Spirit's saying if you can harness that energy, you can go really far right now, or start something beautiful and really new in regards to new ideas, in regards to creativity, or children if you have them, okay, and their purpose and their fulfillment, okay? Let's see what's here for you, Aquarius, and then we'll do Pisces last. We've got self-acceptance. This is all about accepting like who you are as a creative person. And if other people don't accept you for it, it's like, well, to hell with them sort of thing, okay? What do you accept and what you don't accept? What do you accept in regards to like what your children are doing? Acceptance is love. So this like really relates to love to me, okay? An unconditional love right now for you, Aquarius, okay? In regards to the things that fulfill you. And love what you've been given by God to be creative with, okay? And that can mean many, many different things in many different ways to many different people. But this new moon in Gemini can really accelerate anything creative and acceptance of others, right? Pisces, 4th house. This is the last sign we're doing, and then we'll move into the free reads and the donated reads if anyone's donated. This is your 4th house of family, home, emotional foundation. Where does your emotional foundation lie? You may be rethinking, okay? Where you live is very important. How do you live? Where do you live? Are you safe where you are? Do you feel safe? Or do you want something a lot more emotionally stable? All right, if you're in a situation where you don't feel that safety, security, and also you could be looking at roots and ancestry here. Let's have a look at, okay, we've got surrender and release. There is a need here, Pisces, for you to look at your safety and security being in the 4th house, about what you need to release to feel more secure, to feel safer, okay? And if you need to do any healing on anything in regards to ancestry or family, you could be wanting to look at that too, Pisces. Okay, let's have a look at the list. The first person on the list was Ermel. I'm just going to put this information aside because I'm going to put that on the pinned comments later. Okay. Right. Okay. Queen's excited. Thank you, Queen. Ermel is first, then Jasmina, and then Elaine. So that's the first 3 people. Please make sure you have your question ready. Thank you for making a list there. I will add blessings, Ashley, Noor, and Diva to mine. Okay. Oh, fuck. Hold on a second, guys. My arm. I just had to move my other chair. Ow. Honestly. What does Spirit want you to know? Okay, Jasmina, let's have a look and see which cards I'm being pulled to use. cards do you want me to use, Spirit? The Psychic Tarot? Okay. Let's look at your energy right now here. Let's see what's here for you. I'm getting animals around you. If you don't have animals around you, I know that there's like, you may be a Pisces. I'm picking up Pisces in your chart, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising. If you don't have animals around you, that is like cat cafes. And maybe you have a friend that has an animal, but I'm seeing an animal around you. So perhaps you do have a cat or a dog. Okay, let's have a look. Thank you, Twin Soul. That's really nice. What's here for your main energy? We have the Four of Cups. Okay. So in this deck, this usually talks about like not being emotionally content right now, or feeling a little bored, and like not sort of understanding or knowing what, or acknowledging what direction you need to go in for your human self here. This is a very human level energy, a very ego card. I'll call it human because ego, people don't like that word. So, you know, our higher self versus our human self, I would call this more like of a human emotion here, where you're a little bit bored. There's something here about needing to like really motivate yourself in some sort of way. So let me know if this is making sense. There's some sort of possible disappointment where you expected something and you're not getting it, or you're not getting it in the way you thought you'd get it. It's almost like, you know, it's like what happened to me in March when I got a bonus and I was really pissed off because I didn't get as much as I thought I did, or I did, but the tax department took 60% of bullshit of my pension, like superannuation, and my tax, so I wasn't happy. It's that type of energy here where you're like, I expected it, but I expected to be better than what it is. Or like, it's like you're really excited for a trip or a holiday, and then when you get there, the actual excitement of it is better than the actual thing itself. Okay, the build up to something here. All right, let's have a look at how you need to action. Thank you, Julie. How you need to action this. I'm feeling the new moon. I'm actually quite exhilarated. I'm feeling a little, super tired yesterday, but then last night I only had like 6 hours sleep, and that's all I needed. Probably because I slept in the day, but I really needed it at that time. So pre-full moon, or like even post-full moon, sorry, new moon, after this new moon, this energy will be lasting a few days, everyone. Jasmine, in this action, Spirit asking you to be patient. I'm also hearing what goes around comes around. You may be disappointed with a particular person. Perhaps you're not getting the information you need, or the love, the support you need from a group of people or a particular person. And Spirit's asking you to be patient here. Very Two of Wands energy, okay? All right, let's see what else we have. There's something new coming up for you. What's the potential outcome if you're patient and you wait? And what do you have to do? I'm going to clarify this. What do you have to do to get out of this feeling of like discontentment? All right. So what's the potential outcome if Spirit, if you wait on something here? What's the potential outcome? Sunshine, sunshine on a rainy day. 11:11 on the screen. So this is like, if you're just patient and you wait for something, wait for the energy to play out. Focus on your new moon in Gemini right now. Have a look at what it means and which house it's in for your sun, moon, and rising. Work on those things. There's something here about like really redirecting your energy, your attention onto something else right now, instead of wallowing in some sort of like self-pity or woulda, coulda, shoulda type of energy. That's definitely the Four of Cups in this reading. So we're going to clarify in this deck. We're going to clarify this Four of Cups, what you can do to sort of like, and I wouldn't be surprised if a page comes out. which always talks about new things and like redirecting your energy to something new while you're waiting for something else to happen. Okay. Hi, I was just brought to say, Alan. Hi, Alan. Okay, let's have a look and see what else is here. Why is this discontentment and boredom here? And how can you, Ermel, not Ermel, sorry, Jasmina, because Ermel was on the list first. Ooh, Seven of Swords. Yeah, I mean, this is about how you're cheating yourself out of life or things by the time we waste being worried or waiting for something or being bored with something instead of redirecting our energy to something else is time wasted. And time is all we have, right? Time is all we have. Ermal, I put you on the end of the list. You were not here when you were called. The Devil in reverse. Yeah, you can release this feeling of boredom or discontentment on an emotional level especially, okay? You can release it. So how can you release it? Look at what's at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Cups. Double Four of Cups. So this is weighing heavily upon you. Go have a look at the post section of my channel. It will show you how to protect your energy, and it will also support with like lifting you out of these like moments of, you know, and we all go through them. And every day is so different depending upon astrology and depending upon what's going on in circumstances internally and externally in our life. But you can release yourself from this. The Seven of Swords and the Devil in reverse on an energetic level is really like really good, like because the Devil is and the reverse is saying you can do this. All right, so you can definitely pull yourself out of this. So how can you do this? The Page of Wands. All right, you say, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that a page has come through. Step into your personal power by doing something adventurous, doing something you're excited about. Get yourself out of that doldrum, that feeling of dread or feeling of boredom or discontentment, okay? Thank you, Queen. Thank you, my beautiful moderators, for supporting me on my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Elaine, you are next. Ermal, I've put you at the end of the list. Okay, so unfortunately, you're down there. If you're on, guys, please don't step away, all right? Hey, Joan, how are you? I think I said hi before. Okay, thank you. I don't know, Elaine, it's actually Elaine's turn next. Joan, oh no, you're not after Elaine. Are you after Elaine? I don't know. Did you donate? Probably. Okay, Joan, post your question. Thank you, Elaine. Just hold on. Let's have a look and see what's here for you, Joan. Your donation's not coming through. Maybe, did you donate through Traveling Tarot or did you donate through Divine Tarot? I have two different PayPals. Sometimes people donate if they've been like my clients for a long time through the other PayPal because that's what they've got in their phone, but it doesn't matter. Okay, traveling to New York, just an energy reading. Is it New York City, NYC, or is it, where's NC? NC? Sorry, I'm not very up on the North Carolina, I'm guessing, but I'm not very up on the States. All right, let's have a look. Energy reading for you. I'm being drawn straight to the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay. Energy reading for Joan. Traveling to North Carolina tomorrow. Ooh, what are you doing there? There's some beautiful places. North Carolina in the mountains, right? Okay, let's have a look. Let's see for Joan. All of a sudden, my throat chakra just went funny, and it felt like more like of a coming down with a cold or something. So you're always going on vacation. So just be careful. Make sure your vitamin C is, you're taking vitamin C with you. If you don't have any, stop and get some on the way there. Make sure that you are getting the rest. I'm sure that you will get the rest if it's a vacation, okay, that you need. But there's something here possibly about coming down with a cold, or just feeling super tired. I'm seeing the time for a nap card, but I'm not sure. Let's see if it comes out. What's here for Joan, please, Spirit? Show me clearly. Jeez, that's really, really affected me. You may have a lot on your mind that you want to say, but you're not saying. That can also happen when the throat chakra starts going off. Okay. I hope you can find yourself around a body of water when you go to North Carolina on vacation. Maybe you have got a cottage near a lake or something like that. There's something definitely here about water. You may even be planning about going out on a boat, okay, on a literal sense. But this is like really just like going with the flow. Spirit's asking you to research something here, or read something interesting, or look at something interesting. Especially to do with like self-growth, or anything to do with astrology, or anything to do with like where your life direction is, but not too deep, right? This is going with the flow. This is like having fun. Oh, you're going kayaking. I am coming down with a cold, yeah, because I'm feeling it. My energy, you're passing it through the screen, Joan, okay? So look after yourself, especially if you're going in the water and stuff. You don't want to get a chill. As much I see, like I feel like there's like a log fire. Maybe it's not the time of year to put a log fire on, but maybe you will in the evening or something like that. I see like curled up. It can be very symbolic though. It doesn't have to be literal, but like curled up in a blanket with a book by the fire. It's just like very cozy type of energy. So I really like this. We've got the TikTok card as well. So it's time, perhaps while you're in this state of emotional release, or because it can be about healing as well, this card, it's the number 7, which is very spiritual. This can be about, like I said, with the water energy here, maybe you're deciding on something, collaborating with somebody else, talking to somebody else, like it's time we talked about this type of energy as well, talking about your emotions, talking your emotions out to yourself, writing them down. Journaling is going to be really, really beautiful, right, for this. July is, and this time is for you, okay, to really journal and really get your emotions out on paper. This is something I need to do. You can burn it too afterwards, okay? You don't have to keep it. There's something about getting outdoors, no place like home in the reverse. This is getting out and about. There's something about tomatoes or cherry tomatoes. Okay, that's a sign. Spirit's saying you're going to see like a tomato plant, or cherry tomatoes, or a tomato plant, or you're going to see a stall with loads of beef tomatoes on. Whatever happens or is happening at that exact moment, when you see that sign, is super important. Hi, Eddie. Okay, so just write that down, or remember it, like if you see tomatoes, what's going on, or the conversation you're having, or where you are at that particular moment is very important. There's something about as well, I can see like either a jetty or like a boardwalk with all restaurants along it. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, okay? What else do we have? So I'm getting like a lot of literal stuff with this. You know, instead of it being an energy reading, it's being like Spirit showing me more literal things. Human Innovation is Eddie. Okay. He has a channel called Human Innovation Tarot. So you may want to go over and follow Eddie, or go check him out. Very good friend of mine. And Joan as well. They're actually friends. So anyway, serendipity. Oh my God, I was literally just talking about the tomatoes. What the fuck do tomatoes mean? Like on a spiritual level? I mean, do they? Can they? I'm going to look that up. There's something falling into the serendipity. Something happening at the same time something else is happening. All right, let's see what this means. So spiritually, the tomato signifies vitality, love, fertility, divine abundance. Because of its rich red color, and I saw like a lot of bright red, right? The ability to grow from a small seed into a bountiful harvest. It's often seen as a spiritual metaphor for faith, deep emotional connections. 7 of this to the sea card, right? And I can go on and on. But if you go ahead and look at tomato meaning spiritual, it's very significant to your reading. You also have a 4-leaf clover, which does talk about abundance, okay? And whatever happens, something's going to be uncovered, either literally or within you. And another piece of the puzzle will fall into place, okay? For you, especially when you see the tomato plant, okay? It can even be a poster or something on YouTube about growing tomatoes. It doesn't have to be literal ones. Whatever's going on around that time is super, super important, okay? On that exact moment. It doesn't have to be what's going on with others or where you are. It can be what you're thinking about when you see this sign. Something's going to fall into place. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Yeah, your donation didn't come through, but I'm sure it will. Let's have a look at Eddie. Eddie, what do you need to know? What do you want to know? Eddie, you've always got something to say. All right, Eddie, and then we'll go back to Elaine's reading. My arm is super sore the past couple of days. Why did my girlfriend ghost me? Oh, God. What's going on? She needs a spanking. She needs you to put her over her knee and give her a good spanking. With these sorts of questions, anything to do with relationships, I use the Light Seers deck. The Spirit really supports the work with this deck in regards to relationships especially. Thank you, Joan. I'm sure it will come through. Right, let's have a look, Eddie. What's going on with Stacey? I mean, is she safe? Is she okay? You know, you got to look at that first. Did she block you? Ghosting, what does that mean to you? It can just be ignoring you, or it can, like, did she literally block you or something? Let's have a look. What's happening with Stacey? What's going on in her head, her mind, spiritually, emotionally? Show me clearly what we need to know here. You're saying to yourself, is it something I said? Right? Is it something I said? I feel that you literally have said that to yourself. What did I say? What did I do? Like, you're going, why? Why? I'm seeing the why card from the Wisdom deck. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. There's something here about her prioritizing another opportunity. Now, I don't feel it's with another person, so don't freak the fuck out. She had a work opportunity or a more pressing opportunity. Is it to do with her work? I mean, she still could have called you. What's going on energetically with her, Spirit? Or she could be making an excuse later. Oh, I had a call from work. I had to go to work, or... Okay, what's going on literally, Spirit, please? I feel that she's had communication with somebody here. Look at this Two of Swords and the 2 crows. Now, bear in mind the readings that we did, okay? She's definitely heard from somebody else here or talked to somebody. And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody possibly saying, this is a manipulation energy, okay, in the reverse. The Seven of Pentacles is growing something, nurturing something. Someone's communicating, don't grow this, don't nurture this. It could be to do with you. There's definitely confusion mentally here with the Two of Swords. What's going on behind the scenes, Spirit? Show me the moon, show me a person. If there was other people involved in what happened yesterday with Eddie. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody trying to, like, making her feel safe. Somebody's seen her change or level up recently, and they don't like it because they want her to be in a different space. I just got really hungry all of a sudden, Eddie. So I feel that, like, just take care of yourself. Make sure you're eating, you know, your 3 meals a day or whatever you do. Like, don't, like, self-sabotage yourself by not looking after yourself because you're worried about this. But the Five of Pentacles, I feel this is also your energy. Like, what the fuck's going on? Okay, so we're going to have a look if she's going to reach out, but I just want to look at what this conversation, who is this, what is this conversation? Show me the Devil or the Seven of Swords or the Moon if there's anything, conversation about the relationship, or she's feeling like, okay, so it's not, Spirit's, okay, this is about your energy. It's not anything you've done. Like, you're open, you're honest, you know, this Five of Pentacles in the reverse, you would never do this to her. Is this a, yeah, you would never do this to her. Six of Pentacles. I feel if she wanted any type of self-love or self-care day, she should have just said to you. Of course, right? She's definitely looking at the next chapter of her life and where she wants it to go. Three of Swords in the reverse. So we've got 333 in the reading here. We've been seeing a lot of threes this week. I feel she's going through some sort of mental anguish here, either from what somebody said to her or just within herself, like having some sort of, not breakdown, but like, it's sort of almost like amnesia or something, like temporary amnesia. There's like some sort of temporary amnesia. Okay, it doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me with this reading either, to be honest. Okay. What is anyone else involved in this situation? Oh my God. Yes. Did she have plans with friends and she didn't want to upset you, so she just didn't contact you? Justice in the reverse. Something very unfair happening here. Let's dig deeper. What is going on with this Three of Cups? Is this a female or a masculine? Ooh, Knight of Cups. You know what I get with this, with that Four of Cups coming through as well just then, and in the general as well? There's just like this, she gets distracted very easily, or she was distracted very easily by somebody else's invitation or a friend's invitation, and she's just like, you know, don't be treated like a doormat, Eddie. It's not good enough. It's fucking not good enough. The Nine of Cups wanted to come out before, and we had the Empress. You can put yourself in a self-care day or put yourself first, but communicate it on a mature level. This is a very selfish energy here, okay? She could have been definitely telling the truth in regards to her sister. Three of Cups in this deck is definitely female energy, feminine energy. We've got strong Pisces, especially if her sister was a Pisces. But let's look into this a little bit more. Two of Cups in the reverse on the split there. What was she doing? What was Stacey doing? Putting herself first, but not going about it in the right way. What was she doing, or who was she communicating with? Or who was communicating with her? Tower. She's holding something close to her chest here. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Emotional confusion, wanting to have fun. Not that she doesn't have fun with you. It's like amnesia. It's temporary amnesia. It's crazy. It's like she just almost like forgot about you for a day. Yeah, extremely selfish energy here. Nine of Cups. I said that was going to show itself, or it came out before. It showed itself to me before. I'm not getting too much information. I mean, we could dig a lot deeper to this offline. Ten of Cups in the reverse. She didn't, the Ten of Cups is other people involved. She didn't care about making other people happy, such as you. She put herself first in something. But because this Four of Pentacles is here, keeping something very close to her chest, Spirit isn't really showing me here. It definitely had something to do with family. Could have been a Libra involved. Libra's at the bottom again. If I don't get any more information on the next few cards, we're going to leave it at this, okay? Right. That's right. You can't have fun if you don't show up. Exactly. What more information, please, Spirit, if you want to show us more at this time? King of Swords in the reverse. And I felt that before, like if you think it's a masculine, it's not, okay? There's definitely just a literal amnesia going on here, and her being selfish and just doing whatever she, seeing her sister or whatever. I don't feel there's a masculine involved. I saw the King of Swords in the reverse in the middle of the deck, and I feel you know who this person is, or it's an or something, but it's not him, okay? I do feel there is something mentally wrong here. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Like she just didn't think it was important enough, or you're important enough. Not that you're not important, or she doesn't treat you importantly in other times. But she just doesn't know how to communicate. So okay, thanks, Spirit. So instead of just calling and saying, you know what, I feel like being on my own today. I'm going to do A, B, and C. I'll send you some pics and I'll text you later. She just thought she doesn't know how to maturely, mentally communicate that, because there could have been some backlash in the past where she's done that and then she's been like stalked all day or harassed all day. She's relating something here to something that happened in the past. So she just thought, well, fuck it, I'll just do whatever, and I'll worry about the repercussions later. Yeah, avoiding conflict, exactly. She didn't want to disappoint, so she just thought, yeah, oh my God, exactly. Ah, thank you, Eddie. So you already know, you have the intuition, you already know. Look at the three cards that just came out, all in the reverse. The Seven of Wands in the reverse, avoiding conflict, avoiding not wanting to be spoken to, not wanting to be messaged, not wanting to, wanting that time on her own. I'm sure you would have just said, yeah, no problem. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have an amazing time with your sister. Meditate, rest, whatever you need to do to re-energize. Because you do that. You get it, right? But she just didn't want to say it because she thinks you don't get it. So you guys are definitely not on the same page. All right? And it's probably more to do with her. Right, because you would be quite open to just saying it's okay, all right? Five of Wands in the reverse, avoiding conflict. Again, it's just double clarification. And the Nine of Swords. I wouldn't worry about this, and it's definitely not got to do with another masculine, okay? Nine of Swords in the reverse. but you have to talk about, you know, the next steps would definitely be like, what just happened? What just happened, Stacey? Okay, this isn't good enough. You can't treat me like this. Setting some boundaries, right? Elaine, post a question. Adar shall. I will put you on the list. I'm not sure I'll get to you today, though. Okay, I have a very long list. Happy Sunday night, everybody. We just did a new moon reading. If you're online and you didn't see that new moon and all signs, I will pin the comments with the signs after the live, but it is at the beginning of the general, or you can go ahead and look at the astrology on other channels and see what's here for you around the new moon in Gemini and what it means and which house it's in, okay? Elaine is going to have, thank you, Eddie, I love you, and Elaine is going to have a general, okay? What cards do, oh, I haven't used these for a while. Spirit made my eyes go right over there. If you're new, please like, please subscribe. Who knows, I may get through the readings today and be able to get to you. We'll see, okay? All right, let's have a look and see what Spirit wants you to know right now for this coming week energetically. And I love that the Sacred Traveler deck is a really positive affirmations deck. So I feel that you need some positive affirmations. There's something, if you can go out with friends and go dancing, that's also coming through. Music's coming through. There's something to do with your hair. Maybe you're getting your hair done this week. I'm getting my hair done today after my live. Really exciting. It's my day out, going to the hairdresser. I actually hate sitting in the hairdresser. I'm only going to get it washed and straightened. I'm not doing anything else to it right now. They can't find a good salon that does a good cut in Bali. I've tried a few. I'm just going to get it done in Australia when I go back there. Anyway, I'm digressing. Let's have a look at your energy for this week, Elaine. You went to the hair salon. You could have long hair, or you could have cut your hair a little bit, but there's something about the length of your hair. All right, get the bigger picture. There's something about stepping into leadership and into your masculine energy with this card. So I'm seeing the Emperor, I'm seeing like manning up, putting your big girl pants on type of energy, okay? Getting the bigger picture, getting more information. So something on a surface level here is, in the next week, not going to be good enough for you. You're going to, like, if someone said, well, just do it, you know, that's what we need doing, let's do it. And you're going to be asking, well, why? I need to know why it needs to be done, because I don't feel that it needs to be done as urgently as you say it needs to be done. So there's something here about like getting more information or asking questions, right? Gemini energy. Let's have a look and see what else. Through gratitude, joy expands. So getting out in nature would be good for you this week. Really being grateful for everything that you have around you, the food we have. There's a lot to do with prayer here. Maybe you're putting a new like gratitude schedule into your daily routine where you're getting up and saying thank you for, you know, prayer. I try to remember, sometimes I just want to get up and go and do things, okay, and get ready for my life and whatever. But you know, we all have to remember to be grateful. So there's something about gratitude here. There's something here about like the road is going to be paved with gold, Spirit's saying. So there's something like, I'm seeing a deck, I'm seeing a card from a deck I don't even have here. And I can't remember the name of it, but it's like, you know, the road ahead. There's something about the Yellow Brick Road or Wizard of Oz. The story of the Wizard of Oz, which is like having faith, like you've always had the power, my dear, okay? So that is like a big message for you, I feel here. You've always had the power to pave your road with gold. Follow the yellow brick road. Go ahead and look at the anecdotes, the internal guts of Wizard of Oz. It's a very deep movie. I'm actually going to be incorporating that into my book of fairy tales, spiritual fairy tale, it's going to be called. And that story will also be in there, okay? Right, let's have a look and see what else. There's definitely something about Asia here. You've got possibly thinking about home or your roots or ancestry. Get ready for new horizons by following the yellow brick road, right? How far can your career take you, Spirit's saying? These two mountains, if you can see them, I don't know whether you can see them, and the ship's about to sail through and it's all foggy, very moon card energy. Feel the fear and do something anyway, okay? It's going to take you to wonderful places. Bottom of the deck, Spirit is saying to look here, you stand by the light of truth. Yeah. If someone comes at you this week and is like, just do it, do what I say, don't ask any questions, you're going to be like, no, hold on a minute. Getting the truth, right, of a situation. Like I said before, seeing justice energy. Libra Taurus is coming through. You could be dealing with a masculine, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're turning your back on something. You're going a different way. You're not following the crowd. You're like, no, you know what? That's a different coloured road. See how you're turning your back on all these people? That's a different coloured road. I'm going this way. I'm going to go find my yellow brick road. Okay? Yeah, look at that. He's going to find his yellow brick road on his own. Okay? Let's have a look. What else do we have? Yeah. Page of Swords. No, that's not right. I need more information. Page of Swords. Curiosity. I need more information. Don't let anyone tell you this week that, like, it is what it is. You need to know why it is what it is. Okay? And that's going to help you to make another decision. What else do we have? This is a really good reading, Elaine. There's a lot of self-empowerment in this reading. Stepping into your power. Yeah, you're not carrying somebody else's burdens. You've done that already. You've lived that life. You've learned that lesson. Okay? So if someone's saying you need to get this done by this deadline, you're going to be like, well, really? Why? Or, you know, this could be a friend. I need you here at this time. Have you ever considered, like, what I'm doing? Or do you just need me because you need me? It's that type of energy. Okay? What else do we have? Avoid conflict by any means this week, okay? And with that coming out on the stand your light of truth and going your own way and not following the crowd, you may get some pushback from that, but you don't care because you're in your personal power. I'm seeing the Panther Spirit from the Spirit Animal deck. Yeah, you're not phased, you're unbothered. You're unbothered. You're getting ready for new horizons. You're getting ready to follow your yellow brick road, right? That's going to lead to abundance and growth. Wow, Ace of Wands. So there's definitely some sort of new idea, something exciting coming here. The Ace of Cups on the split, love, passion. You know, going after what you love and are passionate about, even if it causes conflict or you're pulling your energy away from someone. That's what I feel it is. Oh, but can you just do this for me? Oh, but what about that project you were going to do? What about us going out there? No, you're saying no, you're setting boundaries. Let's pull out one from the Animal Spirit deck here. I love this combo for you. This is such a neat story for you, Elaine. It's so cool that you're doing this. Yeah, you're being bold and you're being brave, the Badger Spirit. Look at what the Badger Spirit means on your search engine as far as your totem or spirit animal is concerned, okay? It's the number 4. I talked about the Emperor before. This is Emperor energy, right? Be fearless and bold. Wow. Feel the fear and do it anyway, okay? Yeah. You're doing something in silence here, in secret. Don't tell everyone what you're doing, okay? You're definitely following your star. That was at the bottom of the deck, okay? There's something here about the colour yellow, the yellow brick road. The star is yellow. Work on your solar plexus chakra this week, okay? That's your project, Elaine, for this week. To meditate on your solar plexus and follow your intuition, okay? You had 2 aces in your reading. I love it. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. Okay. The next person is Twin Soul. Twin Soul, if you can post your question, I'd really appreciate that. If you're not here when I call your name, you will be put at the back of the list, okay? And unfortunately, I won't be getting to everybody today, okay? Not everyone. People, not everyone. Okay. Cool. You focus on what you love and are passionate about, whatever, and don't worry about where, you know, if other people think it's like not important or not, shouldn't be priority, you know what they can do. Okay. Twin soul, let's have a look. Thank you, Elaine, and have a good night's sleep. Have a great rest. Eddie already had his question. Okay. So the list is a little bit off, but that's okay. Twin soul, thank you, Queen, you reposted it. Twin soul general spiritual reading. Okay. Spiritual guidance, spiritual reading. We're going to use the Sacred Traveler. That was a really fun reading for Elaine. I want to see, and it really resonated there with those Rider-Waite Smiths. So sometimes Spirit will say this combo is going to be good today. So we're going to carry on with that. Okay. What's here for Twin Soul, please, Spirit? Show me clearly what's here for Twin Soul. I'm seeing a box of chocolates. Now, this can talk about like the movie Forrest Gump, right? When he says, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And that's true. This could literally be sweet things or chocolates or something to do with health. So you could have definitely Capricorn in your chart. Sun, moon, rising, because that talks about habits and health in your 6th house, right? Sugar, how much sugar are you eating? Are you having any at all? I hardly have any sugar in my diet, but now and again I like a piece of some really nice chocolate, or, you know, like not overboard. So something here about maybe what you're eating. I wish I had a box of chocolates. Maybe you should treat yourself with something. It can also talk about comfort, you know, when you've got a box of chocolates, or you sit down and you're watching a movie and you've got a box of chocolates and have a glass of red wine or something. There's something here about comfort and self-care as well. All right, maybe you should treat yourself. Like, don't go overboard. All is possible, choosing your path. All is possible. So this tells me that there's something that you feel is so out of reach that you're thinking about giving up. And the reason you're thinking about giving up is because you've got your armor on here. It's like, oh God, I've already been through so much. Do I really have to do another 10 years of work? Or do I really have to like do this? Can I change it? Can I choose a new path? Can I get around it? Can I shortcut something? And you're at the ready with your sword here as well. This could even be, I mean, we'll clarify this, but this could even be about like, all is possible. Maybe you think something's out of reach, like a relationship or reconciling with someone, and you don't want to go towards that because it could cause conflict. Ultimately, in the end, it would also cause a reconciliation. All right, what else do we have? You think you're not protected, but you are. You're being cherished by the angels. This came out in the reverse. And he has his sword also. So there's a need to have more faith that whatever you choose, Spirit wants you to know that, you know, the magician energy, right? All is possible, and we are also supporting you, because there may be this feeling like you are not protected right now, or you're not being supported by the universe, by your angels, angelic realm. And he also has his armor on. Okay, so I want that in the upright. You are protected by angels. Spirit's asked me to bring out one of the healing of the inner child oracles as well in a minute. What else do we have? One more card, and then we'll pull out a different oracle card and we'll clarify that all is possible. Take a risk. All is possible. Take that risk. It may be bumpy along the way, but you have the strength and you have your angels protecting you, and you are cherished by your angels about whatever path you choose. Venture forward. Don't be frightened. Don't be afraid. There's something here about fear. And it's not necessarily fear. It's like you've already been through so much. It's like, do I really have to? Like, really? Type of energy. This could be to do with a home environment, where you live, who you live with, possibly family dynamics. Perhaps you want to go to, I feel this feeling like you want to go towards someone and tell them how they treated you and how it made you feel. That could also be on the cards here. Pardon the pun. Like, anything's possible. Like, there's something here about not avoiding conflict, because you're going to be protected with this conversation. There's definitely something about a conversation here. Show me clearly. What is this, or who is this about? Three of Wands in the reverse. You don't want to go down. You don't want to go down that path. You're like, really? Do I have to do this, Spirit? Do I have to do this? It's all part of your healing. So it's really important, if you need to have a conversation with someone, to know that your angels have your back. Reach out, ask Archangel Michael for protection in this situation. Carry the sword of truth. Say what you need to say. Put your armor on, okay? Step into your personal power. 9 of Pentacles. Approach it with love and compassion, to understand that usually the way people treat you is how they think about themselves. Okay? The Tower. You're worried about a tower. Oh my God, you're worried about the tower, that it could like end something, but hasn't it? Or like you're worried that it won't end something. So you're maybe willing something to begin, or willing something to change, or willing something to stop. Look at the conversation. And the Knight of Swords runs in too quickly. So Spirit's really asking you to think about what you're going to say. It may create a breakdown in this relationship. It may end it with the Ten of Swords being there. Perhaps you want to end it. Spirit's saying you have the spiritual strength, right, to do this. And it's going to allow you, it's going to free you up to then take a risk on something else. But Spirit's saying you don't have anything to lose here, okay? Right? Potential outcome of this situation. Yeah. Wow. Well, first of all, you are the Magician. We've got double Gemini energy, Queen of Swords, and the Magician in reverse. This person could be female, and they are a toxic, manipulative, conniving individual, with these two cards coming up together. And if this means an end of this relationship by whatever you need to say to this person, then so be it. And Spirit's supporting that too, okay? Because this person's been manipulative. I'm not saying they've done spell work. Subconsciously, they may not even know, but I think they do know they're being manipulative. Okay. Right. I would have the conversation before the 29th of June, before Mercury retrograde, and expect this person to try and come back into your life. And if you don't want them in your life, it's time to move on. And maybe by having to separate from this person, whoever they are, family member, frenemy, it may mean a big change in other areas of your life. And sometimes Spirit brings people or situations in. This happened to me 100%, where I left where I was partly because of another person. and Spirit needed to put that in my way so I would move on something, okay? Right. You are protected. Reach out to Archangel Michael to support you and protect you. Go ahead and look at the posts or community section of my channel as well, which has all the things you can do to protect your home, your energy, and yourself. Okay. Queen, post your question. Let's see what's here for you, Queen. If you want any particular decks, let me know. Posted. Don't post until I say to post, because now I have to go look through the feed to find out what you like posted, okay? So that's why I don't, right? What is the energy between John the Pisces and I? There's a reason I'm asking about that time frame in spring 27. Okay, what's the energy between John and Queen? Thank you, Queen. Let's have a look at the Light Seers deck with these types of questions. I always use this deck. That one nearly fell off the table. Okay. What's going on with John and the Pisces dynamic relationship, situationship, whatever, with Queen in spring of 2027? That's a long way away, right? That's 9 months away. But you want to know, so let's go forward. What's going to happen around springtime, April 2027 with John and Queen? Play Spirit. So there could be a visit. He could be visiting you, or you could be visiting him around that time. There is romance here. There is definitely a celebration. Birthday, maybe. Okay. Birthday. Well, he is a Pisces, and there's the Pisces card. Twin soul, that's so funny. Definitely enough time to manifest a baby. That's so funny. No, thank you. Been there, done that. Earned my stripes there. Okay. What else? That's funny though. 2 of Wands. Spirit's asking me to do all these in the upright, so we're going to do that. So definitely there's some travel. Okay. There's some sort of travel or coming like towards each other. Somebody's waiting for someone to rock up at their house. Somebody's waiting for someone to join them in a hotel. Woohoo! Somebody's waiting for them to go on a mini break. There's something like one of you's at the place first and waiting for the other one, and then in they come with a bunch of flowers or whatever. All stallion. There's something here about I always see this card as a unicorn, but there's not. Horses may be significant as well. I'm hearing horse country, okay. There's something about a donkey as well, possibly. Just like take it as is, that could be significant to you. There's something here about like really opening up. There's something possibly about keeping this meeting secret. I'm seeing a rune here. Let me just have a look at what this rune means. I think I put a picture of runes on my post section of my channel, so I'm just going to go ahead and look at it. There's so much bullshit about disclosure at the moment. It's pissing me off. Every time I open my phone, it's like aliens and whatever. Okay, not that to say that like they're preparing us for something, who knows, but it's annoying. Okay, there's a rune here that's significant, so let me find what that is, or what that rune means. Hold on guys, I'm sorry, I've got to find it. Here we go. Okay, so it's like an upside down fish, so it's very Pisces. Prosperity, legacy, goddess, and the moon. Pisces energy. Yeah, okay. Wow. So on her earring, which you can't really see, and this talks about the month of April as well, between February and April, you will be planning this get together, this meeting. On her earring is a rune, and I don't know whether you can see it, but it is an upside down fish. How interesting. Okay. Hi, Noxie. Okay, what else? Maybe you're keeping this to yourself. I do feel secretive energy with the Four of Pentacles. You're keeping, both of you are keeping something close to your chest. All right? Because you don't want conflict. Okay. So if this came out to other people at this time, there may be conflict. You may be in a relationship with someone by that time, somebody else. Okay? Queen. All right. And then you're meeting up with someone else. Who knows? Okay, I don't know. If anything, all right? You could be in a relationship, Three of Pentacles, by that time, but you're still taking a risk here. Ooh. Show me the Moon, Seven of Swords, or the Devil. We got the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So you could be in a relationship, and you could be literally saying, it's too tempting. There's a temptation here. Yeah, the temptation card has not come out, but you've got the Three of Wands, which again, another three, talks about possible being in a third party. All right, I mean, I'm just saying what the cards come out, okay? All right, geez, let's see what else we have. Yeah, someone's being reckless and spontaneous. Possibly both of you. But you're being drawn to this person so much around this time that it's like you have to. There's a lot of sexual energy, a lot of fire here, a lot of romance, a lot of like forbidden love here. Because he's a soulmate, whether it's a karmic or not, I don't know, whatever, but because there's such a magnetic pull here. What's at the bottom of the deck? Because he makes you feel like this, right? You're definitely keeping this to yourself, the Hermit. You may not even tell a single soul. I'm just going to pull again to see if there's any more energy. He could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got Gemini here. Pisces is strong. Virgo's on the table. What else do you have? Seven of Swords. So Spirit's saying, go on then. I'm going to tell you. Right. Seven of Swords. What do you mean just a third party? Right. Any more? Seven of Swords. Definitely keeping this quiet, this meeting. You guys are getting together, getting jiggy with it, possibly. Yeah. The opportunity is going to be there. It's going to show itself, and I feel that you're just going to take a risk with this person. All right. Whether it, ends up being anything in the future or not, I don't know. But it's not really showing that. All right, because your question didn't sort of like, yeah. Anyway, that's intuitively as well what I'm getting. I'm going to have a quick break. Julie will be next. Julie will be next. If anyone wants to learn tarot with me as well, please get in touch with me via email. We can do some lessons. They would be like an hour lessons at a time. I'm starting some tarot lesson with a client on YouTube because they asked me to start some tarot lessons. It's not with Julie, but it's with somebody else. But Julie and I are doing another thing together. If anyone wants to learn tarot, so I'm being sort of like led by spirit to do other things outside my general lives. All right. Thank you, Queen. Yeah, I know. I'd never seen the rune before. Really weird. Hey. Super weird. I've used this deck for ages, years. Okay, Julie's next. Just have a quick break. I won't be long. Thank you. Okay, thank you for waiting. My dog is going crazy. He's running around the house, but I'm just letting him do whatever. He's probably hungry. He needs feeding, but he can wait. He can wait. Because normally, like, I'll put food down a lot of the time, and he'll just like sniff at it, and I'm just like, well, you're not fucking hungry. So usually I wait till he's super hungry. Okay, Julie. Oh, it's Noxie's turn. Did she donate? Okay, let me just have a look. Thank you, Noxie. Post your question, then it will be Julie. Julie, please be patient. Won't be too long. General. Okay. What cards do I want to use? Oh my God. If you can hear my dog, he's just going rampant in the house, like running around, playing with his toy. It's super cute. Can be a bit annoying. All right, Noxie, let's have a look. I'm going to use the Sacred Traveler deck. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm using the Psychic Tarot. Okay, Spirit's decided. All right, let me have a look. See what's here for you. Current energy, action, and potential outcome if you take the action. Okay. Current energy. Welcome to anyone who hasn't been here before. I hope you're enjoying the live. I try and get through as many readings as I can, but I usually only do 2 to 2.5 hours max. So we'll see how we go today. I do have an appointment today at 10, so oh my God, if you can hear my dog, he's just going absolutely nuts. All right, that's fine. Bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords. Oh, it's going to be one of these, is it? Okay. Throat chakra. Is there something you need to say to somebody, maybe yourself? There's a block here with a beginning that you can't like move forward until you look at your shadow side here. The moon is here. So this Gemini new moon, go ahead and look at your sun, moon, or rising, or all three to see what houses this falls in for you, Noxie, right now, okay? So there's something you can't move past, either with yourself or with somebody else, that needs to be communicated, all right? So you need to communicate to... you need to communicate something to yourself or to another person. Let's get more information, and we'll pull the tarot soon, like the Rider-Waite tarot, to see if we can get more like information. What's the main energy? Oh, intuition. So you're highly intuitive at this time, Pisces, and you have a feeling that you're going to have to sacrifice something, but you don't. And that's where the mental block is. You think you need to sacrifice something to actually move forward into a new beginning. Sacrifice a friendship, sacrifice your own ethics or values or morals. And Spirit's saying tap into your intuition. So you have some sort of mental conflict or decision to make. And you're like, if I do this, I'm going to have to sacrifice this friendship. If I do this for myself, I'm going to have to sacrifice the fact that, you know, there may be finances involved, okay? So you will get clarity through prayer and through, wow, I just split the deck, and through like having a communication with your higher self. Because you don't have to sacrifice something here, okay? We'll look back on that, and I'll remember about the Seven of Swords energy in that. Let's have a look at your action Spirit wants you to do. What does Spirit want you to action? It's time. Spirit wants you to action something here because the Judgment card has come out. It's time for a rebirth. It's time to face this. It's time to face the shadow, and then it's time to go out into the world and do what you need to do. Okay? No more procrastination. Noxie, no more procrastination. So what, wow, so you got some big energies here. The High Priestess and the Judgment card. Using your higher self, definitely meditate. Definitely meditate with the higher self, like open your third eye. And look at what your human self needs at this time, okay? And you'll find that you don't have to sacrifice that much, because when you're coming from a place of what you want to do, what you need to do for yourself, you're not sacrificing anything. So, for example, if you have to let a friendship go to move forward towards something else, you're not sacrificing that friendship. Yeah, you might have to let it go, but it's not ultimately a sacrifice if you're following your own purpose and your own path. I'm also getting 11th house stuff here with you, so I don't know what you've got in your 11th house. But at this time, that would be in, I'm pretty sure, let me have a look at my notes, Leo energy. Okay. Let's have a look at potential outcome, the Chariot. Spirit will lead you through dreams, through meditation, towards your purpose, okay? Very fast energy, the Chariot, Cancer energy, okay? All right. Let's clarify this sacrifice. It's a lot of positive movement forward, and things are going to start happening super, super, super quickly, okay? Ken Dot, I'm not on signs, okay? You have to go look at astrology or go back to the beginning of my life, okay, to look at the new moon energy. Right, let's have a look at, let's clarify this. What is this thing you feel you have to sacrifice to be able to move forward and have a rebirth and be successful? Because you can be successful. It's definitely to do with the decision, two of Pentacles, okay. Spirit's asking you to move on something here, because the Chariot is like movement, it's fast movement, and ultimately that's the outcome. It's time. It's time. All right. Could have to do with a relationship with another person. Maybe you want to cut something out of your life. Could be a Pisces. Who's that, John? Someone's playing with my gate, but the door's locked. I'm just watching out my window. Who's that, John? Okay, I may have to get up, guys. Okay, hold on a second. Somebody is either in my garden or let me check. He's such a good little guard dog. It was just that over here in Indonesia, it's a little bit more primitive than Western like countries. They actually come to your house and check your water meter, like physically, to see how much you have to pay. So yeah, I know, but like, yeah, he knew that someone was there, and there was, but he managed to get in and out before I let John outside, so that's done. All right, let's have a look. John's not very happy when people go anywhere near my house. He's like, he's hip to it. He knows what's going on. Why is this intuition card here and this sacrifice you feel? Because you're not putting yourself first, right? And as soon as you put yourself first, oh, for fuck's sake, he'll stop soon. Look at that shadow energy. What is it that you need to go into the dark, deep depths of your soul about to make a decision? The Spirit's asking you to make this decision, move on it. It's time. All right. So let's have a look. Yeah. You're going to get mental clarity on what you need to do moving forward, but by using your third eye and doing like a meditation on that and really getting in tune with your higher self, you're going to have the answer. Spirit is leading you towards that, okay? Noxie? Julie, post your question. What is Spirit leading you towards? What's this triumph here? Wow. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Things moving super fast once you make the decision. Right. And there'll be no more indecision. It's like once this decision's made, there's no turning back. It's full steam ahead. What's it full steam ahead towards, Spirit? Justice. Queen of Pentacles. Could be a legal decision. It could be about a female in your life, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You could be the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but this is good karma. This is things balancing out. By making this decision, you're balancing lots of things out in your life, and you'll find you don't have to sacrifice anything as you're putting yourself first, okay? And it could be to do with a contract. And justice energy is about like legalities. It's about contracts. It's about possibly work with the Queen of Pentacles, and that relates to career and money. Could be financial decision, could be investments. What else do we have? Yeah, it's closing a cycle but opening a lot of new opportunities for you, okay? It's putting you into a higher, I'm hearing tax bracket, or it's putting you into like more of a, I'm taking control of this. You may be, wow, the Devil and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. You may even be releasing or thinking about releasing a career path or where you work. Anything to do with finances as well. All right. Right. Julie, what is the energy around the things that I've been working on to create stability? Housing. Okay. Powerful reading, Noxie. Do that third eye work, do that shadow work, make that decision. Okay, what's here for you? I'm going to use the wisdom of the oracle for you, Julie. Okay. I'm hearing like fixing something. Now this can be literal in your home, but I'm seeing clothes. I'm actually seeing like sewing. I don't know if you mend your own clothes or there's something there about that, or something to do with the garments here. I don't know why I'm seeing that. I'm also seeing working by candlelight. How interesting. And also like, excuse me, something to do with your eyes or needing to get your eyes tested, or you've been thinking about, you know, getting new glasses. All right. Right, let's have a look and see what else we have. What do we have for Julie in regards to her life, in regards to disability, housing, and whatever? You may want to practice some sort of breath work. So I don't know if you already practice like deep breathing exercises. If there's any anxiety or stress in your life, you may want to like really like have an altar, have a room, have a temple, have a spiritual sacred space, and also practice breath work. So it could be something with your breath or breathing as well is coming through. Breath work, breathing. Okay. Chaos and conflict in the reverse. So this is really, really good. Okay, I've got the Mercury retrograde energy coming up here with the observer. So Spirit's saying to like, hold on, there is more stability coming in for you. All right, 100%. This 49 breaks down to a 13, breaking down to a 4. We also have 3-3 in the reverse. So where you've been unbalanced, this could be literal imbalance as well, like in regards to mobility or dizziness, vertigo. It doesn't have to be, but like I'm just saying all the things that are coming through and that are what I'm getting. Whatever has been difficult or been chaotic in your life is changing. And the time between the Mercury retrograde on the 29th of June through July will be very significant in regards to that change, either seeing a result of something, being able to look at things from a different perspective, being able to look at things a bit more closely as well, okay? Spirit's saying here to do things by the book, okay? Justice energy. Things are going to be working out in your favor. Things will start aligning for you if you do the right thing. And I'm also getting all those protective energies that I put on the post section of my channel, or rituals and things like that. There's some legal thing here, possibly something you need to look at, a signing of some. I will clarify that by the energy, because that's the only one that's stumping me at the moment. But things will start working out in regards to your health. In regards to, Spirit's leading me now towards more where you live, or who you live with, or your house, your environment. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, you just feel very isolated. There's an isolation here. And you're sort of asking Spirit, like, why is this part of my path that I'm isolated so much, possibly, okay? You're being connected with the right people right now. They're going to bring you a lot of peace in your life. It's almost like you're going to be able to focus on something else. And as far as your home's concerned, there is change coming. The number 8 could be significant, the number 35, the number 523. You have 555 in your reading here. And that tells me that there is big change. But there's like, you're not having peace right now with the people around you, but you are possibly moving in the future. There's a lot of deceit and people wearing false masks around you, either where you live. I do think there's some sort of movement in the future here, okay? Not yet. I'm going to say in the next 3 months, all right? But not yet. There's a lot more peace coming in with this move, when you do move, okay? Why is the justice energy here with that by the book? Something legal. I feel that this has got a lot more to do with your health. This has got to do with your main energy, things aligning. This has got to do with your home environment. Why is the by the book here? Dolphin, get ready with your question, but don't post it till I ask you to, okay? Why is the legal card here? Because I feel it's more like, show me the justice card, Spirit. Right, the devil in the reverse. I like this. I feel that you're getting support from someone here with these 3 elephants. This is like doing everything by the book, signing the right paperwork, doing the right process to be able to like break free of something here with the devil in the reverse and go in the right direction. You've been fighting for something here. Why is this here? Show me the justice card. There could be a masculine helping you with this. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be a Capricorn. What else do we have? Yeah, someone's very caring here, showing you, you know, you can trust this person in regards to doing the right thing and releasing something here legally, something to do with health. Right. It's not quite time, or you won't see the results of this just yet, but it will be coming up because we've got the Judgment in the reverse. Okay. Oh, and I just put it in the upright. Okay, because there's some things to clear out, of more clarity required on certain information. Show me the Justice card, please, Spirit, if we're going down the right path here with this. I do like clarity from Spirit. Okay. This health concern has really stopped you from doing a lot of things, I want to say, or disability, right? It's definitely a lot to do with mobility, because I saw the go the distance card before. Virgo energy is here as well. There's a, like, it's isolated you in sort of way. I understand that. Like, I've been through this a few times in my life where I've been isolated due to injuries, personally, or disabilities. What else do we have with this moon energy? Yeah, you know, I think there is a lot of support around you. It's finding the right people as well to support you, okay? And I do feel that you have people around you. There could even be someone else coming in to support with this. So I feel that you're nearly at the end of this road to do with the disability thing, okay? But it's still going to be a little bit of time. Lean into your spiritual when things get tough. Prayer is powerful. You may feel that you've been cheated out of, like, universally, relationships, like romance even, because of this. All right, so we're not looking too much into the future here, but that's what's coming up. Then we've got, you're ready to let go of possibly an environment where you live, or even a home, but not just yet. The next 3 to 4 months, I would say, you'd be starting to think about, like, what the star means to you. So things are aligning with different areas of your life, probably not just health and where you live. There's probably other things as well that are aligning. You got the star in the upright. What else? Why is the peace card here? You could be involved with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn female. This person could be in the public eye. 6 of Wands. That talks about success, clarity, conversations, getting more information, working together to support you in something here. This could be me, because we've got online, like, discussing things, texting, communicating. We've got a lot of Virgo energy. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. I'm a Virgo sun. What else do we have? So I think, like, without going too much into where you live or how you're going to get out of your current situation, if you want to move to a new one, we do have the Fool and 9 on the screen again. So this is like nearly at the end of something here. But what makes you feel comfortable right now in your home environment is by the connections that you need to be making, okay? Until the stars align, until it's time to take that move. All right, that's all I'm getting for you, Julie. 10 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, though, so there's really nice things there coming in. There's support on a mental level as well. I mean, it can be, you know, someone in community, on the phone as well. It can be with another female. What's your reading? Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Dolphin. When is the next serious romantic? I can't give you a time frame, Dolphin, unless Spirit wants to show it. So it's possible it may come through. Queen, I'll probably do your reading shortly, because after Dolphin, I think. Okay, and then we got Deep Thinker. So Queen, you will be next after Dolphin. All right, because it's a question about relationships, I use Sightseer's deck. So let's have a look and see what's here. I'm on for about 20 minutes, guys. 20 more minutes if you want your reading done today. If you're further down the queue, you can donate if you'd like to through the PayPal link below. $5 US. Let's have a look and see what's here for you. Dolphin, love, recent past, present, future, recent past. Recent past or past in general. So you have been in connections in the past, romantic connections, people who were very selfish, people who put themselves first, didn't put you first. You have learned a lot though, as in what you do want and what you don't want out of a relationship, okay? By going through relationships with people that maybe acted a certain way to get what they wanted from you and then discarded you. So terrible thing to go through, but that's the way the cookie crumbles for us to learn the lessons. There's also something here about perhaps you've been single for a while, okay? But there's something here about you have to go through the mud, right, to emerge as a lotus flower. So you had to kiss probably a few frogs or frogettes before you became like who you are today. You are where you are and who you are because of the experiences you've been through. Let's look at present energy. Are you ready though? Because I'm seeing the moon and shadow energy from the other deck, but I'm not going to start pulling another deck now. King of Pentacles. So there's possibly a masculine in your life, but I wouldn't trust this person. I don't know if you're dating people right now. I'm not sure it's a good time to date people. All right. There may be someone you're admiring at a distance, like you're admiring someone, okay? You're like you're the secret admirer of somebody. What else do we have? The Empress. Putting yourself first, focusing on your finances, your career, your projects. I think that's making you happy, but you want more, okay? So I love this energy for you energetically, the Empress, the King of Pentacles and the Sun. It's really showing you that like you're really building yourself up or trying to build yourself up and into a secure, stable position. It's like the most dangerous woman is the one that's just fine on her own. I watch a lot of those TikTok shorts. Well, not a lot, I've just seen them. I don't scroll, I'm not a scroller. Future energy, is there anyone here coming in? Like you're carrying masculine and feminine energy. You're actually quite balanced, I feel, right? I feel that you are quite balanced right now. Let's see what else we have. Future energy, you're really focused on something in the near future. Is it a person? The Strength card, personal power. You could be thinking about travel. Travel's very significant here. Like what's your next move? Where's the next place that you want to sort of like call your home or settle? Or like you're at an elevated position. I do feel that you can pretty much accomplish anything. Obviously you want someone in your life. There's something about like the very strong balance between your masculine and feminine. That's what's showing the most, okay? I don't feel in the near future there's going to be a person in your life. It would have to be someone who really accepts you for the independent woman you are or how you've become. You're not going to want to change that, and nor should you. There is something here about the Mercury retrograde. Maybe you're looking at love after that. Maybe you're dating. It could be online dating, whether you want to or not. Unfortunately, we are very limited. We feel that we're limited in how we date now. The dating world is very different than it was 30 years, 40 years ago, right? Unfortunately. You're going to have to be with someone who, so they're showing me different elements of a person, but it's not a particular person, if that makes sense. This is someone who's very smart, very clever, very switched on, very mentally on the same wavelength, but can also tap into their feminine side. Masculine, feminine energy, okay? So I'm not seeing a masculine here in the near future that you're going to, you know, is going to turn into any sort of marriage or anything. But what I do see is dating, okay? And Spirit's saying perhaps you've been like avoiding online dating because you're worried about that there's going to be a tower, that you're not going to meet the right person through that. I actually think that it would be very beneficial for you through the right dating website even paying a subscription or a joining fee or something like that, okay? I do feel that there is someone upcoming, possibly not for the rest of 2026, but maybe into 2027, okay? Queen, post your question. You will be my last today, okay? I don't know what Bumble is. I can't remember the last time I dated, like, via dating. Oh my God. I think I was 29. Was I 29? Maybe about 33, 32 when I did online dating. That's 20 years ago. Whoa. That didn't turn out very well. Just met the very wrong person. A very wrong person, trust me. I learned a lot in that fucking relationship. All right. Okay. I understand. That's cool, Dolphin. General, if you must. Okay. I want to go a bit lighter with you today. I mean, depends what the cards have to say, but we're going to use the Sacred Traveler. I love this deck. It's always super positive. It gives really positive, optimistic results. Okay, let's see what we have here, Queen. Oh, Spirit saying, yes, you can use this, but they want me to use the Tea Leaf Oracle. Now, don't shoot the messenger. But Spirit just showed me the Rabbit card in the Tea Leaf Oracle in my mind's eye. Too much emphasis on sexual matters. That's the card they just showed me. Now, that doesn't mean to say you. This could be the people that you're, like, Queen, dealing with or around. These could be people that, like, have certain expectations on an intimate level with you that are either in your life or coming into your life here. You're hip to this though, so I don't think it's your sexual desires, I think it's the masculines here. So with that being said, we're going to pull some Tea Leaf Oracle. We're going to use the Sacred Traveler shortly. It is the last reading for the day, guys, so thank you for being here. And maybe on this evening, I'm not sure, which is your morning tomorrow. I don't want to promise anything with that in that regard. Okay, the month of August has come out in regards to love. I want to talk about relationships with you, okay? Definitely. The month of August. A couple of months away. Ooh, a marriage will take place either romantically or business, which usually means like Three of Pentacles energy, starting something new, commitment with someone. This is exciting. Okay, what else? Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. This could be someone currently in your life or recent past. What else? Muddled, unclear thinking. This is that person. Someone's not thinking clearly, doesn't know what they want. It's not you. I think it's another person. They're not willing to change at this point, and that's fine. You can move on, okay? What else, Spirit? Dealings or relationship with a younger woman, happiness and well-being. So there's something here about having a friendship, or your friendships will be important to you. We also have the Stork card, news of a birth or a new business opportunity, successful outcome to your problems. All right, I feel that's career related or news related. So you're going to get some sort of very nice news. Let's have a look, see what else we've got. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Spirit wants to know you are protected. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. I think that's to do with your career, of course. October is going to be significant as well. I won't put that card out because it's too far ahead, Spirit. Don't show me anything about October. Position of authority. Perhaps you're meeting someone in a position of authority. There's definitely money coming your way, okay? There's a lot of money coming your way, possibly between now and October, okay? Could have to do with your career here. What else do we have, Spirit? I know it's a lot of cards. Great passion. Woohoo! I want to put that on the August card. Let's manifest that. If it comes out face down, I'm not going to take it, Spirit. New job or career or uplift in your job or career. That could have to do with the uplift in money. If you're looking for like more money. Getting together with friends, definitely with this younger woman, because this fell right on her over here. So go out, have fun. Your happiness and well-being should be paramount in your life. There may be someone stubborn in your life that's never going to change, so there's a need to put that down, and I feel it's to do with the masculine, definitely relationship related. In August, you've got passion coming in, commitment coming in, okay? Anything else? I think that's pretty much it, but we're going to keep shuffling the rest of the deck. I know it's a big deck. If it falls face down, it's not for you. If it falls out, it's not for you, okay? Deep friendship with someone of the same sex, that's the younger woman. So you may meet someone new, okay? That you're going to have a good relationship with, a new friend, a friend at work, okay? Anything else? Yeah, there's something about marriage here, or love. There's definitely something about love. Right, it's not giving me many specifics, but there is some sort of relationship coming in here in August as far as romance is concerned. Let's pull one of the Sacred Traveler. Thanks for being here today, everybody. I hope you guys are amazingly well. Get the rest you need. If you're tired, go to bed. Okay. Yeah, it is the Lionsgate Twin Soul too. Right, let's see what else. One more card. Spirit, support is all around you. The time to begin is now. So whatever you want to open that door and follow your bliss with, support is all around you. You could be seeing peacocks. Peacocks have been coming up a lot. I just got super cold. Who's here? All right, hold on. I need to get my EMF out. Like, Spirit's here. I just felt there's a very cold breeze behind me, and I do feel Spirit is in the room, okay? Let's pull a few more cards while we're doing this. See if anyone wants to come through. There's something here about granny or grandfather energy. Perhaps they're both here. They're coming here to say they're together. This could be great-grandfather too, great-grandmother. They want you to rest more. They're here for a reason. They're not showing up on the EMF like as their energy, but they're definitely like in the room with me. I'm getting the letter M as well. Could be on your mother's side though. Okay. Okay, Queen. They're wanting you to rest more. They're wanting you to stay away from conflict, especially in relationships. They're wanting you to face, like, not be afraid of things. Like, you know, they want you to know that they are with you all the time, trying to help and support you, okay? And they're trying to lead you in the right direction. There may be a direction in your life they're not happy with right now. They want you to get, it's definitely to do with relationships. And that may be the first card that I got, the emphasis on sexual matters, but I think it was more like who you're associating with. Make sure it's not someone who just wants you for intimacy. Okay, that's all we have time for today. I hope you enjoyed today's live. As you can see, I don't know, can't see the candles going a bit cray-cray here. Okay, that is enough for today. I hope you have an amazing day, whatever you're doing. And if you're resting, have a beautiful sleep, and make sure that you're praying before you sleep and thanking Spirit and God for your day. Okay.